A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to Global Online. Here we are back with our NTA UGC Net Paper 1 preparation for 2022 batch. So as you all know that I conduct two classes in a day. One is at 10 a.m. that is live classes wherein I take all the MCQ revisions unit wise. At the same time, we do at 9 p.m. I take the sessions just to tell you now the important topics to be revised from examination point of view. So such, this is the second session. Yesterday we did session on teaching aptitude. Today we are doing the session on communication. Under communication, what are the important topics you need to revise before going for an examination. Before we start with the session, a quick announcement, that is we are going to start our second cycle for a quick MCQ revision series from 26th of September, that is falling on Monday. So this new batch will be starting with new MCQ series so that it will give you a good amount of practice for your upcoming examination. At the same time, Global Online has brought up a quick revision PDF for you all for paper 1 preparation, which will help you to boost your preparation at the last moment, which will be consisting of 2000 plus MCQs. It will be consisting of updated MCQs, current affairs, as well as previous year question papers and most repeated questions. In order to get the access for the same, you can get in touch with us on the given WhatsApp number. The fees for the same is 599. So in case if you want to really boost up your preparation for the last minute, you can just rely on this particular PDF very well, so that it will help you to give good understanding about the concepts, and you can definitely go for it. For paper 2 also, we have notes and MCQs available. For paper 2, we have the following subjects which are listed on the screen. The latest subject is philosophy, which we have added. This content for the same is available at 1700. Right now, 25% discount is going on, which is, basically you can get in touch with us on the given WhatsApp number to avail this PDF access for this PDF and, that is notes and MCQs for paper 2. And at the same time, you can avail the discount facility. Now let's start the session for the day. So communication, yes, you all know the communication unit has total number of 5 questions, and these 5 questions consist 10 marks. So ideally each question carries 2 marks. That is what is basically for the unit of communication. But I have told you that communication unit sometimes, only one topic, that is classroom communication, is sometimes with an intention of, collaborating teaching aptitude and communication. So you have to just be careful reading the question and accordingly answer it. Now, let's go and have a look at syllabus. So yes, this is your 4th unit, communication, wherein you have communication subtopics as communication, meaning, types, characteristics of communication. First of all, let me tell you that the video is not telling that you have to learn only this topic. The video is telling you have to revise all the topics, but the highlighted topic should never be missed for the last minute revision. So types of communication, where there are questions seen on that. Basically, exemplary questions are given, and then you are supposed to answer the what type of communication it is. So types of communication, it's very commonly seen. Then effective communication and verbal and non-verbal communication, a lot of questions are seen. Equivalently, classroom communication also questions are seen very well. So you cannot afford to miss these topics. Just ensure that you are doing these topics very well. Barriers to effective communication, yes, in morning class also today itself I have taken questions on barrier to communication. There is bit of twisting in the questions, so that you should be very careful when you are answering these questions. And mass media and society, where you have basic questions, latest questions. So in this also I have listed, like for example, in levels of communication. Now, levels of communication, in every cycle we have seen levels of communication. You have intrapersonal, interpersonal, group communication, public communication, mass communication. What they do is that they give a lot of examples, and they tell you to identify these questions, based on the examples they will be giving, and based on that you have to identify the question, I mean to say, which type of or which level of communication is. It looks very simple. It looks very easy. And the unit itself students find it very easy, but equally the questions are complicated. So you have to be careful, when you're answering such questions. Read the example properly, understand the example properly, and you have to answer the question. Now, the next is, yes, I have just pasted the slide itself, physical aspects of non-verbal communication. Today morning also I took this in such type of for this topic, no, specifically they give you the examples and what are these non-verbal communication called as. So you have to, there is a technical term for that, so you need to answer those technical term. In morning also I took one question for this particular topic. So like for kinesthetic, proximies, haptus, oculus, chromics, olfactus, vocalis, sound symbol, silence, posture, adornment, location, so sorry, locomotion. So they will be giving you some related statements or concepts with related to these words, and you have to identify them. Like for example, body gestures and movements, which will come under kinesthetic. So they will not give you any clue word. Maybe they will give you clue word like body gesture, movements, but you have to identify what exactly. A touch, okay. So like for example, a touch which indicates which is basically indicating a harsh form, a stern form. So you need to know, or you need to tell what exactly is the terminology meant for that. So you need to know this. Many cycles, it was seen in the form of question answers, it was seen in the form of match the following. So these are very common questions, you need to be ready with. The next one we have is a very important models of communication. Now see, models of communication, there are one or two models nowadays which are seen in the recent cycles. And that's the reason, no, in my theory lecture I have explained you all the models very well. So we have linear model of communication, we have interactive and transactional. So under linear model I have done Aristotle model, Laswell's model. I have completed Shannon and Weaver's model and Berlow's SMCR model. So here is not, but if the deep insight of the model, what is Aristotle model about, what is Laswell's model about, what does Shannon on Lever, Shannon and Weaver model indicates, what is Berlow's model, what are these acronym SMCR stands for, or what are the indicatives of this, I have taken very well in the theory class. Then interactive model of communication, where we did Osgood's Cramp model of communication and Wesley and McLean model of communication. Yes, there were questions on this in one of the cycle. So you need to know these models, and in syllabus they are not there, but yes, definitely you have found questions on this. Again, in transactional model, White's model we have done, helical model we have done, Brandlund's model we have done. Even there was question on Newcomb model. So diagrammatic presentation, understanding of these models, how these models, okay, one way, two-way communication. See all the important aspects I have, given with respect to these models. So very clear. See, though your unit looks very short, sweet, and very small in order to finish it off, but the technicalities of the questions are very, very important. Once again, I'm repeating that you have to learn every aspect of the concept which is given for that particular unit. But when you're doing it, there is, the weightage, where the definitely the question comes. Those topics I have highlighted, including the models. So this will give you a confidence, as well as you are sure going to get questions out of this. So without any doubt, you have to ensure that these levels, the physical aspects of non-verbal communication, linear model, interactive model, and transactional model, without fail you have to revise these concepts at any cost for communication unit. So that's all for the day. Tomorrow we are going to do 10 a.m. Once again, I'll repeat, 10 a.m. we'll be having MCQ series, and 9 p.m. we'll be having the same units, important topics from examination point of view. So stay tuned and ensure that you're watching all the videos, so that you are definitely going to get a good amount of confidence, as well as, practice in order to crack your net examination. Thank you. That's all for the day. We'll be meeting in the next class, that is tomorrow at 10 a.m. with the live class for MCQs. Thank you, everyone.